Hey guys, Ryan here, and you're probably expecting like my kind of first time story, and you might be thinking sexual, but it was a lie. I'm doing the first time tag, so you bitches got fooled, you got tricked, and basically it's just a tag answering questions, and you might probably have seen it before actually on YouTube, but yeah, let's just crack on. First question, first tweet, and I can't actually remember my first tweet, but I actually think it was something like, "Oh my god, you can hashtag on Twitter." And then I deleted it like 20 seconds later. Second question, first YouTube video, and I'm not sure if that's first YouTube video I made or first YouTube video that I watched, but I can't remember the first one I watched, but the first one I filmed, it was a sketch with me and my old friend at school, and it was the most shittest thing ever. Like, I thought it was amazing, but like, thinking about it now, oh god, it was a whole like different channel as well, because for this channel I had like another two different channels. So, but they're burnt, they're dead, they've gone. Third question, first person I subscribed to, I don't know. I don't think it was like a makeup or fashion guru, because I know when I was watching YouTube I wasn't that into fashion. I actually think it was a gamer. I think it was like a Pokemon gamer. I think it was like Pokemon Journey HD, and he basically did like walkthroughs on Pokemon, because Pokemon is just amazing. I still absolutely love Pokemon. But I think it was walkthrough on that. First profile picture. My first profile picture on Facebook was, it was like a little polar bear, and it was a little blue polar bear with like little kind of tattoo markings, like little swirls. I didn't actually add one off me until like 2 months later. Oh god. Do you still talk to your first love? Yeah, I still talk to my first love. I'm still with my first love, so I still talk to him, I suppose. What was your first alcohol drink? My first alcohol drink. It's a ladybug. Bug. My first alcohol drink was, I think it was actually whiskey. I think I tried some of my dad's whiskey when I was like a lot younger. What was your first job? Never had a job. Or unless you could count paper rounds as a job, then that was my job. But I honestly think that was like child slavery, because it was just, you just had to work your bloody ass off for like £6. It's just pathetic. What was your first car? I can't drive, so still waiting for my first car. Who was the first person I texted this morning? My boyfriend, Dylan. Who is the first person that I thought of this morning? I actually think it was Miley Cyrus. Because I had a really weird dream about Miley Cyrus, because the whole yesterday I've just been listening to her album, her new album, which just it's just amazing. And I think I had a really weird dream that we were going to get murdered, and we went on a run around Southampton, running away. And then I think I woke up and I remembered a bit of that dream, so yeah, I think I remembered. She was my first person I thought of. Aww. Who was your first grade teacher? And I don't know like if first grade is because it's like American tag, so I don't know if first grade is first year or is it kindergarten. AK reception. I don't know my teacher for reception. And I think for first grade she was called Mrs. Clark, I think. Where did you go on your first ride on an aeroplane? My first like aeroplane experience was when I went to Spain, and I was like 5 or 6, and I still remember like tiny bits of it, which I think's really weird. Because sometimes I can't remember like what I did last week. Yeah, I can remember when I was like 5, 6, and remember like bits and bobs of like where I was in Spain. So it must have been a damn good holiday if I still remember bits. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk to them? My first probably best friend is Georgina, and yeah, I still talk to her even though I'm in uni, so I haven't seen her for ages and I really miss her. But where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was probably around like a really old friend's house, I think, or I'm not even sure. I don't know if I had someone sleep around mine first or I slept around someone's houses. You know, I'm just a little horse. I just sleep everywhere, really. No, I think I slept around. I think it probably been my nan's. The first time I've ever slept around someone's house, probably my nan's house. What was the first thing I did this morning? The first thing I did this morning, after I turned my alarm off, I checked my phone and just went on the phone. I'm always that person that wakes up and spend like 10 minutes on their phone, like in bed before I actually get out of bed, and then get ready to go to uni. I don't know why, I just do that. What was your first concert you ever been to? I have never been to a concert. First broken bone, I don't actually think I've ever broken a bone. First piercing, my first piercing was just typically my like ear. Oh yeah, and by the way, I got my second ear done. Whoop whoop. Yeah, like I just got my normal ear done. That was my first piercing. First foreign country I've gone to, I've already said that. I think Spain was my first Spain was my first foreign country I've been to, and then I went to Disneyland, Paris, like. First movie I remember seeing, I think there's probably one movie that sticks out the most for me, and that was when, I don't know if it counts, but I think that was when my dad took me to cinema to see like Brother Bear, which was like years and years ago. I still remember that pretty well, so that'll probably have to count, because I have no fucking clue what was my first film I ever saw. When was your first detention? I got my first detention in year 7 when I had this dickhead of an English teacher and I really did not like him, and he was just a nasty man, and he was just so rude to me, and like he treated me so like unfairly, and I used to just storm out, and then luckily my dad used to go up and like go into school and storm off. And then I remember one time I said to him, I was like, my dad's gonna come and beat you up, and then I got into so much trouble for saying that, and my dad got into trouble because I said that he was gonna beat my English teacher up. Good times, good times. Who was your first roommate? I've never had a roommate. If I had one wish, what would it be? I think just to be like successful in what I want to do, and kind of my career path, and just be really, really happy and hopefully live kind of like a good stress-free kind of life maybe, and just be really, really happy. And yeah. What was the first sport you were ever involved in? Does it really look like I do sports? I think dance is a sport, so I did dance for like a few years, and I did tennis as well. I used to do tennis with like my dad and my old friend, and then my dad's like best friend. We used to play tennis like 3 times a week, and then I used to go dancing like 2 times a week. What is the first thing you do when you go home? The first thing I do when I go home is probably go out for a fag, or make tea, or eat, or go on my laptop, or yeah. And the very last question, when was your first kiss? My first kiss was when I was in year 7, maybe year 6 or year 7, and I had this next door neighbour, and we used to hang out, and then we used to play like mummies and daddies, and then like we would really act it out and stuff like that, and then we would have to go to sleep, and then, why am I saying that? We didn't actually have sex, I was only bloody 6. But we'd go, oh yeah, because like, I didn't actually sleep. Yeah, I did, yeah, and then we'd be laying in bed, and then we'd like, have to kiss now to say goodnight, so we had to kiss, and that was my first kiss, and it was so cute and so special. Aww. Okay, that's the end of my first time tag. I hope you found out some shit that you didn't even want to know. Please subscribe and check out all my other videos, and I'll see you guys soon. I love you. Mwah.